Hi everyone! In this final lesson, we are going to learn how to solve word problems using algebra. Many students think that word problems are hard, but they are not. They just require organization and patience. So we'll take it step by step. So let's move on. Our main idea is that every word problem follows the same process. First of all, we understand the situation, then we choose a variable, then we clearly write an equation and we solve it step by step, and at the end we check the answer. So, choosing a variable. The first thing we do is define a variable. For example, let x be the number we are looking for, and we always write this clearly. So, our first example, simple number problem. So the problem is a number plus 5 equals 12. What is the number? Our first step is to choose a variable. Then it's like let x be the number, and our second step is to write the equation. So our third step is to solve. So we subtract 5 from both sides, and here we get the value of x, which is 7. And at the end, as we said, that we get to check our answer. We just replace 7 with x, and here we can say that it's correct. So the answer is 7. So our second example, money problem. Problem: each notebook costs $4 and we spent $20 in total. How many notebooks did we buy? Our first step is to choose a variable. Let x be the number of notebooks, and second step, we write the equation, and then our third step is to solve it. So we divide both sides by 4, and here we get the value of x, which is 5. As I said, at the end we get to check it, and we just replace x with 5, and 5 notebooks multiplied by $4, $20, which is correct. So the answer is 5 notebooks. So third example, age problem. Problem is that Sarah is 3 years older than Ali. The sum of their ages is 19. How old is Ali? First step is to choose a variable, let x be Ali's age. And our second step is to write the expressions. Ali's age, let Ali's age be x, and Ali's age is x, and Sarah's age is x plus 3. Why is that? That's because Sarah is 3 years older than Ali. That's why we add 3 to x. Our third step is to write the equation clearly. Here it is. Third step is to solve it. So 2x's, here we get x plus x, here we get 2x's plus 3 being equal to 19, and we subtract 3 from both sides, and here we get the value of 2x, and we divide both sides by 2, and x is 8. And actually, exactly, we check the answer. So Ali is 8 and Sarah is 11. We so 8 plus 11 is 19. So Ali is 8 years old. Fourth example, distance problem. Problem is a car travels at 60 kilometers per hour. And it travels for 2 hours. How far does it go? We get a formula here, and distance being equal to speed multiplied to time by time. So our first step is to write the equation clearly. Here it is. Our speed is 60 and our time is 2 hours. Our second step is to solve. We just multiply 60 by 2. So our distance is 120. So the car travels 120 kilometers. So reading carefully, really important. Most mistakes in word problems come from rushing, not defining the variable, and skipping steps and stuff. So we just slow down and write everything clearly. That is the sin. Final summary. To solve word problems, we define a variable, we translate words into math, and we write an equation and solve it step by step. And at the end of the day, we check the answer. And word problems are just algebra in real life. So yeah, my final message is that if you have followed all 10 lessons, you now have a strong foundation in algebra. So we have learned we have learned variables, expressions, and equations, one-step and two-step equations, and many more. That's a big achievement, I think. And thanks for learning with me, and take your time with maths. Bye bye.